How do colleges manipulate us news rankings? Imagine a school trying to look as good as possible on a list that many families and students use to pick colleges. That's what some colleges do to influence their standing on Us News and World Report rankings. These rankings matter because they can affect how many students apply, how much money the school gets, and how it's viewed overall. Colleges know this, so they sometimes tweak their data or change how they do things to boost their position. Us News ranks colleges based on many factors. They look at graduation rates, how many students come back after their first year, the reputation among academics, faculty resources, and how much money the school spends per student. They also consider how selective the school is, how well it helps students from low-income backgrounds, how much students borrow after graduation, and how many alumni donate money. Each of these factors has a different weight, and the final score decides the school's rank. But colleges don't set the rules for this, Us News does. Colleges can influence their rankings in several ways. One common trick is encouraging more students to apply, especially those who are less likely to get in. They do this by advertising to students with lower grades or test scores. When more students apply and the school admits the same number of students, the acceptance rate drops. A lower acceptance rate makes the college seem more selective, which can boost its ranking. Another way is managing waitlists. Some colleges admit students from the waitlist only if those students agree to enroll immediately. This helps the school keep its enrollment numbers high and increases the percentage of admitted students who actually enroll. That percentage is called the yield, and a higher yield can improve the school's standing. Colleges also report data selectively. They might highlight their high graduation rates or faculty resources while downplaying weaker areas. Sometimes, schools have been accused of submitting false or misleading data to make themselves look better. When Us News updates its ranking formula, colleges often adjust their strategies. For example, if social mobility becomes a factor, schools might put more effort into supporting students from low-income families to improve their scores. From the school's point of view, these tactics are often seen as necessary to stay competitive. Rankings can influence student applications, donations from alumni, and how the public views the school. Many colleges feel pressure to play the game because families and students relying heavily on these lists when choosing a school. However, some colleges criticize the rankings, saying they are based on arbitrary metrics that don't reflect the true quality of education or the student experience. A few schools have even stopped participating in the rankings altogether, worried that the system is misleading or unfair. For students and families, it's important to remember that a school's position on a list might be affected by how the college reports its data or manages its admissions. It's a good idea to look beyond the rankings and consider other factors like academic programs, campus life, financial aid, and career prospects. In the end, colleges do try to shape their rankings, but that doesn't mean they aren't also working to improve their actual educational quality. The key is to use rankings as just one part of the bigger picture when searching for the right college.